Oh, there we go. Hello, I am Enigma Bazaar, your host of the Crashout Queens podcast with my co-host, Baruch.
Hello.
And today, we are Suguru Geto, me, and Howl from House Moving Castle. Suguru Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen, I guess.
From Jujutsu Kaisen.
Technically, if we're being technical, I'm not Suguru Geto, I'm actually Kenjaku, but...
I honestly, dear viewer, cannot see Riley, so I don't know what Riley's wearing.
She's gonna see what I wear this Saturday when this podcast episode hopefully comes out. It'll either come out Saturday or Sunday, but Brooke will have seen me by the time the episode airs, so
Yes.
it's gonna be the same outfit. Yeah, and this is our Halloween episode, if you can tell. I do have Halloween topics just casually that we can talk about later, but
Yeah.
this is obviously
I could talk a little bit about some Halloween topics.
We could yap a bit. We
Yeah,
could simply put. That's what this podcast is.
Yeah,
but
that's what it is. It's just the two of us talking.
But this week I do have actually quite a lot of topics. Some I might skip through, like last week, where they're like, now what I do is anything even minor, I just add. I used to only discuss major things, but now I'll do minor things just in case we're like, we have too much time. So now I have like a ton of little minor things that like I'm like, I don't really care to talk about this, but I'll put it here in case. So first one actually is Halloween themed, and it is a topic of the news, and I want to hear your take on it. And I meant to ask you when we went out to the mall earlier this week, but I never did. I forgot. And I remember, though, because I also was like 50-50 on asking you because I did want to talk about it on the podcast. Have you heard this new thing on TikTok called like hot girl humor and or like hot girl Halloween costume? Have you heard this at all?
Is it like the Mean Girls thing where they have to dress slutty? Okay, no.
No. So hot girl humor and like basically like girl humor and like girl costume.
My stolen valor of liking Five Nights at Freddy's as a kid.
Kind of, actually. So kind of. It basically has to do with, I think, now I could be wrong about this, but I think the pinnacle of all of this starting was because of Ashby and her cosplays, and how now everyone is dressing up as either the Lorax or I can't remember his name, Mr. Bobinski, I think his name is from.
Oh my god, Mr. Bobinski.
So basically, everyone's doing that, and people are dubbing this now hot girl humor or like hot girl Halloween costumes, where like basically people are saying instead of being original, these girls are just like using an actual funny person's like ideas and just running with it type shit.
Like the image I sent you, like that.
Fuck. You can't do that to me. I don't have Discord pulled up.
Sorry. Why?
Yeah. What I said, Mr. Bobinski. Yeah, that's Mr. Bobinski.
Okay. They're dressing up like that. I thought like when you said hot girl.
No, so it's basically like a big trend right now with like young girls in general is like dressing up as a Lorax and dressing up as like Mr. Bobinski, dressing up as like these like quote unquote like funny meme costumes because of Ashby, because Ashby has like popularized them. Farquaad too is in there. Like those are like all deemed as now like hot girl humor, and basically the idea is that it's all of these girls themselves are not funny, so they're leaning in to someone who is funny and like stealing like that kind of concept and running with it. And I was wondering like what your thoughts on that is.
Let girls dress up however they want.
So that is the common consensus.
If it's oversaturized, if a girl wants to dress up as a Lorax, the girl wants to dress up as a Lorax.
Yeah. I'm very 50-50 on it because I think there is fair...
You could be more creative with it.
Yes.
Like, take someone other than Lorax or Mr. Bobinski. There's plenty of funny characters.
Exactly.
But it's your Halloween costume at the end of the day. If you want to be the Lorax, you want to be the Lorax.
I think my thing, where I'm like very centrist in this, because like biggest thing that people are talking about is like, and I think they're right, a lot of girls in this situation are saying like, these critiques are coming from sexism, girls can't enjoy anything without men making fun of it, which I think is right. I think most of the critiques about this is because men won't let women have fun, and men refuse to let women have fun. I think that is a correct take. My thing is, I mean this as much as possible, I do still agree with the take, and I think dressing up as a Lorax and Mr. Bobinski is boring as fuck, and I do think that you are kind of boring for doing it still.
Funny if you would play into the character like Ashby does, and you're not just dressed up like him. If that makes sense. Like if you start walking around,
I don't know, and I think it's because
quoting him, I think would be okay.
I don't know. I still don't think it's good, and I think it's because to me, like Halloween is a sacred holiday. I pride myself on like every Halloween. I try to always have the most unique outfit, the most interesting outfit, the most like reference outfit of some sort. I do it all the time. It's why I throw Halloween parties. Halloween's like a big deal to me. So I just never like and never think that any costume is good if it's as overdone as like it is. You know what I mean? Like I never like the overdone costumes of the year. I didn't like everyone dressing up as Barbie when they did it. I didn't care how important Barbie was. I thought it was boring and stupid if you dress up as Barbie when Barbie popped off for that Halloween. And it's kind of like the same thing here where it's like, for me, it doesn't have anything to do with like whether you're a funny person or not. I just think that a Halloween costume should be based on like your personal taste and like interest and like actual like creativity instead of like someone else, I guess. Like I don't like that it's based on someone else's takes and like people are doing it like because of Ashby. Like if you were dressing up as a Lorax because like you love the Lorax and like you're a Dr. Seuss fan, then like that's different. Or like same with like Mr. Bobinski. Like if you love Mr. Bobinski and Coraline, then yes.
Stop quoting him. She walks into work, she goes, I my circus, it goes opa, but the mice, they go tweedledee, tweedle, and is not very and she just keeps doing that all day. And she wants to be Mr. Bobinski for Halloween.
Yeah, and I think that's fine.
Special effects.
But I do think, in the nicest way possible, like, I think the general critique is correct, but I also think, yes, you are boring if you're dressing up as a Lorax or Mr. Bobinski or Lord Farquaad because of Ashby.
Boring. I haven't seen a Mr. Bobinski one at all.
I fear it is boring. It's so common.
I have not
seen it.
It
has been all over my For You page. It is so common.
We have very different For You pages.
We know that. We know that.
Actually, we have one thing
in common. You
get
persona fucking TikToks. Of course we do.
But we both get Conan
so
Gray
here's my thing. This is what I hate about you. You argue with me about something's popular, but you're not on anything popular internet-wise. So how would you know?
I'm not.
So how would you know? So why are you arguing to the grave when you have no fucking idea?
I get the popular stuff too, but I swipe past it too fast. Because I'm not interested in it.
So the point I just made.
Yeah. I see the Lorax, and I've seen a few guys dress up as Lord Farquaad. But I don't think I've seen any women dress up as Lord Farquaad yet.
Mine is gender neutral. I think if you're dressing up as Lord Farquaad, the Lorax, or Mr. Bobinski, and it's because of Ashby, I think you're boring, and I do think you need to get your own sense of humor.
Lorax, I need at least one picture of you climbing a tree.
That's your standard.
Up in the tree, yeah.
Okay, well then what about the other two? What's your standard for the other two?
Mr. Bobinski, you gotta do
like a somersault
type of gymnastics. Yeah, like, but you don't have to be good at it. Like, you can fail.
Yeah, just attempt it. Just go for the attempt.
Attempt it.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Okay,
Lord
fair.
Farquaad, you can
walk on your knees all night.
You have to stay down.
Yeah, you have to be on your knees all night long. Yeah.
You want to go to the bar? Hop on the stool.
You want to go upstairs? Good fucking luck.
Have you not crawled up the stairs on your knees before?
No, I can't say that I have.
You weren't a kid? You spawned like that?
So, I had legs when I was a child.
Yeah. You clearly didn't have fun, though.
You walked on your knees up the stairs as a child?
Yeah, like when...
That sounds like... Okay, so let's talk about how your favorite Conan Gray song is... is Family Line in Class Clown, which has... sounds like it has a lot to do with like parental abuse. Did your parents make you climb up the stairs on your knees as a punishment? Because this is what this is giving right now. This is what this is giving right now. This sounds like I need to like have an intervention with you.
No,
about what happened to
you. My one friend used to stay over every weekend, and you know how like you see.
Oh, so your parents made two children climb up the stairs on their knees for punishment.
You know how when you see someone every single weekend that you run out of things to do, because like okay, you've both been in the pool 5 million times, like you've both done. You eventually come up with the stupidest fucking competitions ever, and one of them just happens to be climbing up the stairs on the knees.
Yeah, so I can't say that was a common thing. So I don't think that's a shared experience among a lot of people. I think that's
get up down in the comments, viewers, if you've made it this far in the video.
Be my guest. We're 10 minutes in. If you made it this far.
Let's see the viewer retention. Pull up the charts.
No, I don't have time for that. We have shit to get through. Absolutely not.
You say that like last week's pod wasn't 2 hours long.
Yeah, I don't like it being 2 hours long. I didn't have a choice. We had things to get through. We have things to get through this time. Anyways, that's my take. I think hot girl humor is boring, but I think blaming it on women is not true.
Yeah.
And is misogynistic. I think it's universal. Yeah. I think a lot of guys are also doing like Lord Farquaad and
what are they
the
always
Lorax
dressing
and stuff.
up as though? Like they're always dressing up as
Yeah, men do
something,
it
like,
too.
the
Football
men
players, they do it
too,
as
but they're
football players all the
always
time.
yes, they're always wearing. They don't
Oh
year
yeah,
round too.
boring.
They're always wearing that football jersey. Take it off. I
Absolutely.
know you don't
I
play
know.
football.
Oh, I know. I agree.
I know you don't.
One thing I will say about this, I think without a doubt, women are 1,000 times, I would wager, more creative with Halloween costumes than men, which kind of, unfortunately, though, like, almost makes me even more disappointed when a Halloween costume becomes popular among women, because it's like you're letting down the team, you know what I mean? Where it's like you do so well every time, and then you let me down at the most important moment. It kind of vibe, if that makes sense. Where I'm like, I'm okay with like mediocrity for the rest of the year. I need you to really pull it through for me like this one time. And because you do so well every other time, this time disappoints me. Type shit. I think is why it's a little bit more disappointing for me.
I'm a little bit on the other side of the fence with you during the Barbie one. I liked when everyone was dressing, because Barbie movie brought us together as women, and you didn't understand that because you didn't watch the movie because you're a hater. You hate women.
So to say that I didn't understand Barbie when I know a significant more about feminism than you will ever understand in your life is crazy.
The Barbie movie, you didn't get how it brought us together. You didn't watch it.
I fear I knew and know enough about the Barbie movie to understand that concept, actually.
I was crying in the theater with at least 50 other women.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I liked that everyone was dressing up as like a different type of Barbie.
Yeah, no, I still think it was boring. I don't care if it was feminist. It's still boring.
You're boring. Who said that?
No, because I actually come up with original ideas and don't just dress up as the same thing as everyone else. So, objectively, not boring. And that's...
How many people are going to be Agatha this year for Halloween?
I'm not dressing up as Agatha.
Bad.
What?
I thought you were. I think that might have been like one of your ideas that I just
Yeah, it was probably
that you said.
It probably was one of my ideas, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And also probably not that many, honestly.
Yeah, but I think honest to God,
Agatha all along is very niche.
Yeah, very. Is it? Or I guess because
compared to the Marvel ethos, yeah, dude. Yeah. Compared to like when you look at Marvel as a grand scheme, I can tell you there's about 10,000 more Iron Men than there are any fucking Agathas going around this Halloween. Yeah, or Spider-Man.
Stop dressing up as... Yes! Guys,
I hate Spider-Man. I hate Spider-Man costumes. I'm so over it.
And now that they've introduced Spider-Verse, so they're all like, well, I'm a different Spider-Man.
I'm a different one, duh.
And make
you know what's actually fun, though? I like... A lot of people do, like, the Spider-Man OCs now, which is interesting, at least. Where they, like, customize a suit and they make their own Spider-Man. I think that's kind of interesting. I used to get a TikTok... I used to get this TikTok group that specifically, like, their niche... Their whole thing was like being different Spider-Women, and it was all women. Oh yeah. It was so cool, and they all had different customized suits. It was so cool, dude. One was like an Indian inspired like Spider-Man, and her legs had like those really cool like pants that open on the sides type shit. But then like underneath that was the spider suit still. It was so cool. So cool. She was my favorite. Ride for those Spider-Women. I don't remember what they're called, but if you know in the comments down below, comment it. Check them out. They're sick as fuck. I love those girls.
Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go see Paranorman in theaters with me?
Paranorman, isn't that the one claymation movie?
Yeah.
That came out ages ago? It's being reran?
Yeah, they're rerunning it in 3D with an exclusive CG animated short called The Thrifting.
When would we go?
It's playing now till October 28th.
You're not giving me much time there. Can't do it tomorrow.
No. Why can't you do it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
I am going shopping around with my mother tomorrow. We're running around.
Oh my god. Epic.
Maybe we do it later. If we do it later, I can.
Well, I gotta Google. I don't know what theater it would be at.
Oh.
It scared me. Jesus.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie, so yeah, I wouldn't mind. I always wanted to, so.
Discord just...
No, nothing.
Fuck me up. Okay.
I heard you go, oop, and that was it.
Because it, like, disconnected, like, something, and Discord updated it to have horror sounds instead.
I was gonna say, you should hear the fucking call noise. When you called me, it scared that shit out of me, because I was like, what the fuck is this?
I heard it while it was ringing.
Oh, you hear it on your end too? That's right, I forgot, yeah.
Because I was like, oh my god, what is this? But now, like, the connecting noise is horrible.
Okay, we'll figure out the paranormal stuff after. Keep
Yeah.
keep to the podcast. Keep to the podcast.
Just the pod.
What do you got for me?
Did you see the DoorDash lady?
Well, we talked about it last week, and I fear we once again are coming on podcast to have to apologize now.
Did we talk about it last week?
We did, and we said that walking into someone's house was wrong. Da 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 da. We sided with the general consensus of the internet at the time. I fear more evidence has come out, and maybe we were wrong.
I think they're both wrong.
So, okay, I was going to say, I have a hot take about this because everyone's choosing a side here. I don't think both are wrong, but I will say, I think calling the man a lot of heinous names is not entirely correct, because I'm going to be honest with you. Do you want to know what most likely happened in that situation? He probably was drunk or under substances.
He was.
Proceeded to then go on DoorDash, because you know what everyone does when they're drunk or under substances? Want food. And then probably literally just like knock the fuck out. So painting him as like this predator that preyed on her is just not real. And I think, like, I'm gonna be so honest, I am pro-victim, but we need to stop throwing the term victim around and thinking everyone is a victim of something. You saw a penis. Let's not act like you weren't I don't think that is considered assault, in my opinion.
No, I think
it's wrong, but I think calling him a predator and calling her like a victim of horrendous crimes, I think mainly, like, my issue with it is it kind of undersells actual victims, and it takes away the seriousness of real victims who suffer from things like can't say it on YouTube, rape, or actual like SA, like physical SA or emotional abuse of some sort. Like, she just saw a guy pass on his couch naked. Like, that is not comparable. She watched Game of Thrones. Like, she watched Game of Thrones in real life.
He could have planned it, but also that doesn't mean that you put down the phone, whip your phone out, record the man, his home address,
and then post it
on the internet. And then apparently she also leaked his full name.
I don't mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind her recording it for the purposes of for her employers or something.
Putting it up on the internet. Yeah,
posting it though, that is insane. Posting that is no. You're so in the wrong for posting that. You do not post that in that situation. No.
Like, maybe you make a story time.
Yeah, you talk about it and you save that. Maybe you have a video, but
because the thing is that she probably just like she wanted views, right? Like, that's her whole thought process behind posting it. Is, I need to let the people know, and I'll get a lot of people to know. You don't got
clout's a disease, bitch. Get well soon.
You don't need to post the video to get that to happen. I'm sure your story time in and of itself would have been enough.
Yeah.
She's posting like 5 million different videos.
The one thing I will say is I think that, like, she was not, I don't think it was right for them to fire her in the first part. I will say, however,
they had to, because she leaked his address.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't, because I think it came out after she was fired. Like, I don't think she posted it before she was fired. So
no, she did post it before she was.
She posted it before she was fired.
Yeah, she posted it because she posted it, and then she started making all these videos about it, and then she comes back up and she said, DoorDash fired me because, and I'm the one in the wrong, and DoorDash fired
then
her
of course you get fired. Then of course you get fired. Then
she gets up
and you deserve to get fired.
DoorDash was her.
Yeah, you 100% deserve to get fired then.
Later.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I said, with that information, I will say, she deserves to get fired. I don't think she's a victim, but it's interesting because, like, I think that situation, she definitely was wronged. I just would never label that as, like, being a victim. I think it undermines real people who get assaulted.
Is that he's in his own home.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't, like, it's not expected of you to take a peek into someone's home. Like, you can be in your home naked and, like, you'd expect a little bit of privacy in your own home. That's the whole thing, is that he probably won't. He's not going to get charged for public indecency because he's not in public He's on his private property. He's expecting a little bit of privacy, right?
And
so she doesn't
he's
have any foothold.
unconscious is the other thing.
And
He's unconscious.
Is the other thing.
He's unconscious. He's not doing anything actively. Like I said, he was probably literally just under substances, and it happened. And like this lady, which like I said, I do understand kind of like being taken aback by it, but like she made a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
You saw a penis from a distance, by the way. Like, that's the thing. You saw a penis from a distance through a crack in a door. Like, come on now.
I'm not too sure what it's like to be a man. Apparently men fall asleep really fucking fast. God, I wish. So I hear. I take a good hour and a half to fall asleep.
Yeah, my dad head hits the pillow and he conks out.
I fucking wish.
My brother falls asleep pretty easily, too.
Jack, I'm gonna kill you. Don't tell him I said that. But like, I don't know what it's like to be. Do men like? Do you fall asleep with your hand down your pants? Is that like a thing? Is that a thing that men do?
Can't say that I do.
I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like. I'm not a man.
Maybe.
Apparently, I don't know. I wish I was a man in terms of falling asleep. God damn.
That's the only reason.
It's the only reason. My coworker, he eats a little bit of ice cream, a little sweet treat, and he's out for 12 hours.
Yeah, we've talked about this on the pod.
I'm gonna kill him. I know where he lives.
So, my next subject, which you might have, but I don't know. But it'd be funny if you did. Have you heard about this Sombr situation?
Yes, I have heard about the Sombr situation. It wasn't one of my topics because I didn't really care about it.
Okay, so I don't really care about it that much, but I do find it interesting. Guys, and I say this only because we have talked about Sombr before. Otherwise, I would have not put this on the pod. But because we have talked about Sombr in a previous podcast episode, lots of his songs have been mentioned on either of our playlists. I feel as though maybe addressing it, it's interesting. I'm gonna be real with you. This is another situation that, like, for me personally, I'm kind of 50-50 on who's right and who's wrong. Like, I don't think either one is directly right and either one is directly wrong. Because I am going to be honest with you. You're a 25-year-old going to a concert that is, in fact, for 15-year-olds. Like, that's, in my opinion, pretty well known.
himself is, like, what, 19?
20. He just turned 20.
Wow, he's only a year older than me.
And, like, I say this specifically, by the way, because I have experience in this. I'm a 23-year-old who went to a Conan Gray concert. Do you know what Conan Gray's fan base is? 15 to 17-year-old girls. Like, I did not expect... There was, next to me, actually, at the fucking concert, an 8-year-old girl. Like, could not have been older than, at most, 10. Very, very young girl. Yeah, her mom was there, obviously. Yeah, no, she wasn't alone.
She was not alone. She had a phone. No, like, she had, like, her own phone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was jealous.
She had her own phone, which I laughed so hard at. The background of her own phone was Conan Gray's album cover. Yeah. It was Wishbone.
God, did you
so cute.
See that phone? I'm jealous.
Okay, it's just a phone. It's just a phone.
It was like the latest iPhone, though.
I didn't pay attention that much.
I got the Google Pixel.
But yeah, so, like, my biggest thing is, and, like, also, okay, in the nicest way possible, like, to be, I guess, surprised that he's making chronically online jokes, he's a 20-year-old. His fan base is young. He is chronically online.
Of course, 6, 7, I bet.
And not just that, he's, like, fresh in the industry. Like, he's not, like, a well-vetted he just released his first song this year. That was his first song.
Damn.
Like, his first bit of music was this year. Apparently, he's an industry plant, too. So, like, of course he's gonna fucking have an ego and have, like, fucking unemotional intelligence. Or unintelligent emotional intelligence, I guess. Whatever. Like, of course. My issue does come in that I do think Sombr's response was stupid. I think he should have just ignored her.
Oh, yeah.
I think age-shaming her was weird. Because, like, your music is, like, very popular, so, like, who knows who's listening to it? Like, I think my issue in that situation is, as an artist, when you make art, I will say, you will always have a target demographic. Never be surprised that it might reach outside of that target demographic, right? Great example of this. Look at the Matrix movies. The Matrix movies I always use them as an example, are meant to be trans idioms, but have now been co-opted by the alt-right to be about, like, the woke left. And that, like, the woke left are, like, I think it's the red pill is the bad one, whichever one's the bad one. The woke left is, like, that one. And, like, that's something you have to accept whenever you create any amount of art, is that it can be misinterpreted, and other people are gonna enjoy it. People that you might not want to enjoy it are going to enjoy it. Apparently, Sombr doesn't want anyone over fucking the age of 17 enjoying his music. Okay, fuck me, I guess. But... Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, just sit in silence on a podcast.
Oh, you cut out. Like, you
Oh.
started talking, and then you just straight up cut out, and I was like, is there more?
I basically... What did I end off on, then?
You said something about Sombr, and then I just cut off.
Okay, I just said... I just said Sombr, basically, like, it's weird of him to critique the age of a fan base, and that, like, no matter what, when you create art, it's going to reach beyond what you expect it to, or you should expect it to reach beyond what you expect it to. And I use the example of The Matrix being a trans idiom that has now been co-opted by, like, the alt-right. And how that's bound to happen, though, with all mannerisms of art. And in this situation, apparently Sombr doesn't want his art reaching anything other than 17-year-olds and lower, which, fuck me, I guess. But he has to accept
we can
that.
kill ourselves together.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know. I just think he shouldn't have responded to it, frankly, because, like...
No.
And just take it on the chest, too. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're $1 million streaming artist at this point. Take it on the chest.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're an industry plant, too. Get over it. Like, you're fine.
You're fine. You're friends with Conan Gray. You're fine.
I don't think they're friends.
No, they made, like, 2 TikToks
I was gonna say, they made 10 TikToks together.
Oh, you counted?
I didn't count, but they made, like, fucking a ton on his page and then a ton on his page. They both made, like, so many on each other's page.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think the Sombr stuff... I also think it's all stupid, to be fair. It's all stupid and petty, of, like, there are people dying. Like, Kim, there are people dying.
Kim, there's people dying.
Yeah.
I love my diamond earring!
My god, like, yeah, like, it's just not that deep. I don't care that Sombr doesn't, like, pander to older fans, or that he's cringe or weird. And I don't care if you didn't have a fun time at a Sombr concert.
Cringe, because he's a 20-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Not man, boy.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I just don't care that much. Power to you. Like, I guess I should say, I get why she made the review, but, like, also, I don't know, I would expect that going into a Sombr concert. I don't know why, like, you thought any different, is my thing.
Those people going to that one thing, I can't even remember if it was a concert or if it was an event, and just the boys behind them, or whoever behind them, screaming 6'7" the whole time. Get out of my face. Who said that?
Brooke loves 6'7".
I can't even say it at work anymore.
Hey, you know what's crazy? We recorded 6'7".
I'm gonna kill you. I saw you do the hand thing. I know in my heart.
Is there I actually didn't do the hand thing because I didn't know there was a hand thing. I just
There is a hand thing. Please never figure out the hand thing.
I'm gonna do it at the Halloween party. I'm gonna do it at the Halloween party.
I was in the car the other day, and Bella called me, and I was with Dawson, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't know if we agreed on 6 or 7." And Dawson in the passenger doesn't say anything. He just does the hand thing, and I yelled at him to get out of my car.
So funny. Anyways, what's your next topic?
Twitchcon.
Oh, perfect! I have this as a topic.
I know you do, because I knew.
Okay,
TwitchCon.
So here's my thing with TwitchCon and my thought around
TwitchCon.
it. I'm a bad person in this situation because some of the content creators that I watched, and I didn't say anything publicly, but I did have a thought in the back of my mind where when the Charlie Kirk situation, which we have talked about, if you want our thoughts on that, go find that episode. It's labeled Charlie Kirk. But when the Charlie Kirk situation happened, a bunch of content creators I like were like, I'm pulling out of TwitchCon this year. I'm not doing it. Just doesn't feel like the environment to do it, da-da-da-da. And I full-heartedly did think these people were dramatic and that they were unreasonable and that it was crazy to pull out of TwitchCon because Charlie Kirk got shot. I thought that was just did not make sense. I, once again, didn't say publicly, but would like to publicly redact all of my thoughts that were in my head about this.
God, if you're listening,
I
didn't mean it.
was proven wrong. And I will say, one of the big things, this has truly made me, as someone who is, by the way, not going to a TwitchCon at all, but if my Twitch streaming ever took off, because I do content creation on the side of my life, if it ever did take off, I truly don't know if now I would ever do a TwitchCon, because of the fact that if Emiru, the biggest female content creator, isn't safe, what does that say about a queer, openly, like, boisterous about their opinions, tiny individual like myself have for safety and protection? What do you mean?
Her own security, apparently.
Yeah, which Emiru was not allowed to bring, by the way.
No, she had to fight for that.
I don't know. I don't really have much to say on it, honestly, other than just like TwitchCon do better. Like it's embarrassing in my opinion, and you should be embarrassed.
I watched a video about Ludwig's video about it, and he was like, you know, back like a year ago, I would wear a hat, glasses, and a mask, and they'd let me into any backstage area.
Yes.
And I thought that was so fucked up.
Yeah, TwitchCon, like, just do better. All I have to say is that
even gonna be banned until her manager started pushing for it, and then he's only banned from Twitch for 30 days.
I didn't know any of the parameters of TwitchCon. I think it's crazy TwitchCon lets like any bags through. That's insane to me. What do you mean? Why are we letting any bags through? Like, everything in the modern era now is see-through bags. Why the fuck are we not doing see-through bags? That's insane. Why the fuck are we not checking at meet and greets for like who has passes and stuff? Because apparently I heard that like a ton of people
He just walked straight up there, yeah.
Not just him, but like a ton of other meet and greets had like just random people come in that did not have like passes. I don't know how it works. I know that some meet and greets are like open to the public, but some aren't. Like some are like you have to have a certain pass and stuff, like da 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 da. But I did hear that like I don't remember if it was Cinna or if it was someone else, but there was a Twitch streamer who had a meet and greet that you had to have like special authorization to get into, a pass of some sort to get into, and the person who met her like full on admitted to her that they just didn't have a pass and they just wanted to meet her. And I was like, that's insane. That's insane.
No,
what are we doing?
At all.
What are we doing?
It's actually insane because it's like these people make you your money.
This is truly your one job.
Them?
This is your one job at TwitchCon, I think.
This is your one job at
I know that there's other things like panels going on and stuff, but the number one thing you should be focusing on is the protection and safety of your creators. Because at the end of the day, like you said, there is no TwitchCon without your Twitch streamers. No one is attending random panels. No one is attending these things without the meet and greets, without the creators, without these different things. No one's going to like fucking Razer sponsored booth without Cinna being there, without like all of these content creators being there. That's just not going to happen. So your number one job is to keep these people safe and to be as good to them as possible. They should be getting 5-star Michelin chef fucking treatment. What do you mean someone managed to get in there and do that? That's insane.
And he was just allowed to walk out too. Like there's videos of him just straight up walking out the building.
Yeah, he went to other things in TwitchCon. He roamed around TwitchCon after.
No, he did. And the only reason they got him and kicked him out is because her manager was pushing for it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Insane.
Yeah. I will say one thing that's really nice. Not really nice. This sucks. I do think what is good about this is I think we will hopefully, I hope, but I think this will really change the general atmosphere and way in which these events are conducted now. I think now that we have real actual act, because I watched the same Ludwig video and Ludwig worded it really well, where the thing with these types of situations is rather than being proactive, we're reactive, and we need something to happen, and now something has happened, so thankfully, hopefully, nothing will happen ever again. And, but you know what kills me about this? I don't remember the person's name, but almost 10 years ago now, maybe a little bit more, there was a content creator, I think she was a violin content creator, who was murdered at her meet and greet, I think.
Huh?
I think. Or she was stabbed or something like that. I don't remember. There was someone... I can't find it now because the only thing that pops up is, what's it called? Oh, here it is. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay. Her name was Christina Grimmie. who was murdered by a fan. And I'm trying to think. I don't remember like what the context was, but it was something like a meet and greet. Maybe it was a concert because I remember she like did music content. I don't remember what it was exactly, but she was on some sort of like meet and greet or something like a meet and greet where it was like she was meeting fans directly face to face, and maybe it was like a book signing or something. I don't know, something like that. And she got stabbed and killed. So stabbed and killed, and it was like 10 years ago or something like that. Like it happened, and it's just crazy now that like someone died from a very similar situation to this before, and we're still like letting shit like it slide basically. And that's where I get worried of like, I hope we pay attention now to what happened with Emiru, because Emiru could have very realistically gotten murdered. Like that's the thing. Very realistically, like this isn't being over dramatic. They allow you in with whatever bags you want. Like that man could have had a fucking knife and stabbed her. Or worse.
Honestly, she could have died that day, yeah.
Yeah, there's like so many bad things that could have happened that day. And like, I don't mean to say this, Emiru is not lucky, obviously. But she is lucky that like she didn't have the actual worst case scenario type shit. And like no one should have to be at risk is like the biggest important thing to talk about this. Like the fact that this ever could have happened in any universe is insane. And TwitchCon is just like something that I think like every creator, in my opinion, should just pull out of TwitchCon from this point moving forward, because fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Like just to make a point and a stance of solidarity, if you will.
Yeah.
Of like, no, we're not doing this. And she did, this is what's crazy. Oh my god, good for Emiru. She did so much after. She still did all of her TwitchCon events. She attended everything. I was like, that is crazy. Because if that happened to me, I am buying the first class ticket fucking home. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, get that
Absolutely
class, yeah.
fucking not. I am going home. Fuck that. I am not sticking around. No fucking way.
Nope.
But yeah, good for Emiru, because she's gonna make a real change in the industry now, I think. And really good for her for standing on her word, because she stood up against Twitch, which is a really hard thing to do as a creator. So, good for her. That's all I have to say. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope.
So, in content creator news, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the group called Suburb Talks at all?
I'm not good at names. Let me... Suburb?
Suburb. Suburd.
Images. No.
Okay.
I don't.
So there are rivals, but no longer.
Oh?
Because every podcast is a rival, because their podcast is ending. So now we're gonna take up the market.
We're going up.
All these bitches just keep fucking dropping their podcast. And guess what? Pokimane and Lily Pichu, our other rivals podcast, is going on break. So we're dropping like flies. We're getting all of our rivals out. Little did y'all know I had a sniper rifle the whole time, and I'm taking these bitches out on the back end. So the drama here with Summer Talks, though, is interesting, because I have multiple things, actually. Summer Talk, when I first wrote them down as a topic... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good, because last time you went silent for a minute, I cut out, so I'm just making sure.
No,
Summer Talks, at first, were not breaking up, but they did have major controversy where one of the members... So if you don't know, Summer Talk is a group of... I don't know how old they are now, but I think they started it out as, like, fresh 18-year-olds, a bunch of, like, kids, like, in high school, like, in their, like, last few years of high school and stuff. And they're basically just, like, a crew of kids that, like, have grown up together for... not kids anymore, but back when they started it, a bunch of kids that, like, grew up basically, like, all within proximity to each other, went to the same high school, and then, like, all lived, like, in, like, the same suburb, if you will. Suburb Talks, where it comes from.
That's so cute.
Yeah. It actually was a really fun and cute podcast. Big critique the podcast had, though, is that it, like, never grew up. Famously, like, I really like the critique of, like, one of the ex-viewers of Summer Talks was like, I just got tired of them having the same debate of, like, gay son or thought daughter every week. Like, that's the type of shit where, like, they would have a discussion. The thing I will give them, though, to be nice and to be honest, although they would do things like gay son or thought daughter, they wouldn't actually, like, they're not, like, openly problematic or homophobic. They, like, they don't like slut shame, they're not homophobic, and they would actually talk about it like adults, but they would talk about like childish conversational things like adults, you know what I mean? So it's like
Oh yeah.
kind of boring because like we're having a childish conversation in an adult voice. You know, if it's your cup of tea, it's your cup of tea. But obviously, a lot of these people, though, I think specifically what ended up happening with Sober Talks was a lot of people kind of aged out of it, right? Because of the fact that like they were having these like younger conversations. And although they were having mature conversations about these immature subjects, the immature subjects themselves just were like boring because obviously at the end of the day, what is the answer to gay son or daughter? Who fucking cares? Shut the fuck up. You're annoying. And that's kind of where a lot of people who ended up growing up with the podcast ended up being like, well, why do I care anymore? Because none of these conversation pieces matter. But obviously, it's a podcast that has to happen every week. If you're not covering the day-to-day stuff, because they didn't really do like news like we do. They like constantly just like had to come up with like just topics. So it either had to be like about their personal life or like things like that. So like I understand why kind of the subject matter would become like more devolving and like less interesting with time, because obviously every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, like you're gonna run out of stuff to talk about. But that's like to basically give you an idea. I think there's like, I want to say 6 members. I want to say it's Sean, Devin. I've slid into one of their DMs. I've slid into Devin's DMs to try and fuck him. Famously, there was Cynthia, Maru, Nick, and then Sage. So that's 6. 6 members, and then they would like also sometimes like have guests on. They've had Tara Yummy on. They've had other streamers on. They've had like other YouTubers on. I don't remember off the top of my head. Jake Weber, I think, was on. Maybe, I don't remember. But lots of like different content creators have been on the podcast. They're pretty big. They're like big for content creator podcasts, I guess is the best way to put it. Especially because like all of their main thing is being on that podcast. They're not like influencers outside of that podcast. They are now, but originally none of them had their own channels except for I think Nick, the head guy. I think he always had his own channel. But every other member of that podcast solely had influencer status based on the podcast alone. Like, so they were pretty big for podcasting standards. And so what ends up happening is one of the people on the podcast named Cynthia got into a scandal. And this scandal is important because Cynthia has been very vocal in the past that she has been cheated on by multiple men, and she does not endorse cheaters, and she hates cheaters, and she thinks basically the worst person on earth is being a cheater in a relationship. Cynthia and a reoccurring character on the podcast, so he's like a friend of the podcast but not on the podcast like all the time, but he does come on like more like consecutive episodes, right? Like he's on like probably like 30 episodes. He's like a consecutive guest that like comes around every once in a while, named Owen. It came out that Owen cheated on his girlfriend with Cynthia.
Ooh.
And the internet.
I was in a consensual workplace relationship.
Yes, a very much giving. What was his name? Ted.
Ned Fulmer.
Ned Fulmer. Very much that. And the internet went down because Cynthia very vocally was anti-cheating and all that. She was like, "It's the worst thing you can do as a human. You should all be sentenced." Like probably not that drastic, but like one of her biggest things and what she was known for on the podcast was speaking so vocally about cheaters and like being anti-cheater. Very vocal about it.
Like Ned, because Ned was the wife guy. Because Ned would only be like my wife.
Oh yeah, the parallels are similar.
The Ned situation.
It's once every 5 years one has to happen. Ned started it, and now we're gonna continue down this rabbit hole. So basically what ends up happening is, and I don't know, because they haven't confirmed directly or denied it, what they said officially on the podcast was that they had come to an agreement that Cynthia and Owen would no longer be on the podcast. However, they have now previously contradicted that because on their most recent podcast, they said that the group that is currently on the podcast all agreed that the previous members that shall not be named in the podcast episode, by the way, which is so funny to me because, like, just say their fucking names. Like, you had to publicly exile them from the podcast. Cynthia has been a part of the podcast since day one. Like, you can't not say her name. Like, come on now. We all know who you're talking about. But basically, they had said that, like, Cynthia and Owen were, like, agreed to by the group on the podcast, or more so kind of implied it. They didn't directly say it, that, like, the group agreed they could no longer appear on the podcast anymore. And so it was kind of like that. It sounds like they got kicked off, which is interesting. Yeah. I'm kind of 50-50 on that because, like, I have admittedly more sympathy for cheaters than most. Most people agree with Cynthia and think all cheaters should die. I don't think all cheaters should die, and to be clear, I don't think cheaters are good people either. But I do think that people make mistakes and do stupid things for illogical, dumb reasons. I think all human beings are illogical at their core. And I think that a lot of people do a lot of things and you never know why someone does something because you will never be them. That's not to say that their actions are justified, correct, or I agree with them. But it is to say I don't believe that they should be crucified on the cross or, for example, lose their job and source of income. Which is kind of where I stand in this. But I also, my other thing with this, though, where I stand, is you do kind of have to kick Cynthia off the podcast because otherwise, I don't think anyone would ever watch it again. So.
No, honestly, nobody would.
I kind of think you have to for the betterment of the group, which I do believe in. So, it's interesting. I don't know. I do think, honestly, though, it's more justified for Cynthia because she was so vocal about how much she hates cheaters. Like, I think, whatever, if you are not vocal about like, there's no good way to be a cheater, obviously, but I do think that, like, people cheat for reasons. Like, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, and I don't think it's ever right, but, you know. There definitely are, I think, better reasons to cheat than not. Or not, sorry. There are better reasons sometimes to cheat than other times. Like, sometimes there is more vindication than others. But, I think it's really interesting. Because, like, especially if you're an influencer and you die on a hill, never get caught rolling down that hill. Never get caught rolling down that hill. Or don't speak on the hill. Or don't speak on the hill, bitch. It's like, it's like, those, like, homophobic gay Republican influencers, right? Or, like, transphobic gay Republican influencers. It's like, you've lost the room, sis. You've lost the room. The only people who like you are white trad wives. Taylor Swift fans, if you will.
Oh my god, a man walked into work today wearing a Tortured Poets Department hoodie.
And you bowed to him, and you said, my god.
And I killed him, yes. Because, like, you know he's only wearing it because Taylor's thighs are on the back.
You know he's only wearing it because he has a girlfriend who loves Taylor Swift.
Maybe.
But yeah, what do you think your take is on the Suburbs talk?
Yeah, she should have been kicked off, and I don't think they should have worked with that guy anymore.
Yeah, they're not. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's so funny that this is the second time that this has happened.
Yeah.
It's like
within a 5-year span.
Within a 5-year span. Because the Ned thing was only a few years ago. It wasn't even 5 years ago.
Yeah, I just was generous because I couldn't say it directly on the dot. I don't remember, but.
This happened when we were our first or second year.
Oh yeah, and then I guess I should get to the point. So the most recent podcast, they basically announced that, like, they might be going on a permanent hiatus and never coming back, basically, because they don't really feel as and I will say, okay, I kind of feel 50-50 about this because I find it interesting. Yeah. The Suburb podcast is, in my opinion, really interesting to get burnt out on, because that was, like, basically all their thing. They're like, we're all burnt out, like, we're all kind of, like, not in the headspace for content creation or for the Suburb podcast anymore. When it's like, the Suburb podcast is sitting at a table with your friends shooting the shit. To say that you're burnt out of that is to imply you're all burnt out of each other, kind of. Which is, like, I don't think that's what they're saying. But, like, it's very, like, try being, what did that girl say? Try being an influencer, fed say. It's not easy.
Amy.
Like,
try being my size, Amy. You don't know.
No, it's the Michaela meme.
No?
Michaela, what's her name? You never saw that?
Wait, are you
She's a makeup guru. She said, what was it? I don't remember what she said to begin it with, but she began it with, like, saying that, like, basically, like, 9 to 5 is hard. But I've been working from 7 and it's 5 o'clock now. Try being an influencer for a day. I dare ya. It's
Oh, I
like
have not.
it was the most out of touch thing. She got so much hate for it. And this is kind of like what I'm getting from like Suburb Talks. Like, I've watched their content. I used to be a fan of the podcast once upon a time, but once again, I just grew out of it and didn't really enjoy it anymore. And just like to say that like shooting the shit with your friends is burning you out is just like, try being an influencer for a day. It's really difficult. Like, really, come on now. You sit at a table for an hour to 2 hours, because I think you have a Patreon episode. So you sit at a table for 2 hours in a day, and you shoot the shit, and that's burning you out. The only person who has the right to be burned out on that podcast is Nick, because Nick does all the editing, to my understanding. No one else does anything on that podcast. They just show up. That's crazy. And I don't know. I think the real reason is I think their views might be down, and I think that...
Oh, their views are probably going down so hard right now. Yeah.
No, but I think their views have been going down beforehand. Like, I think their views have been going down
yeah.
for a long time. So I think the real reason why they're quote-unquote burnt out is the money signs aren't just coming across the board and going crazy. Granted, I don't know. I don't watch the analytics, but that's just speculation on my part. I do actually, to be clear, may sound like it's not true, but I actually love basically everyone on the Suburbs podcast. I think they're all really chill. As I said, I hit up Devin on fucking Instagram and tried to get in his DMs, so now he's got a girlfriend, so that kind of fucked me. I like Sage. I like Nick. I really like Nick, actually. I follow Nick on TikTok. He's funny as fuck. And I like Sean. I like them all. I like Maru, too. I really like Maru. The one that I miss is they had another podcast host on it ages ago that, like, left for mental health reasons, but that's kind of implied to not be that case, and it's implied that there was beef between, like, the two girls in the podcast. But it was a girl, and she was the only, like, serious member on the podcast. She was the only one that would, like, openly talk about, like, depression or, like, for example, like, she talked about her encounters with, like, grape and SA on the podcast, and was, like, super vulnerable, and she would help everyone else really open up, whereas, like, nowadays, like, none of them really open up, but, like, back then, she would, like, have them open up, like, actually open up, and, like, they would cry on the podcast and be really vulnerable, which was, like, a really nice thing to see, and she was my favorite out of all of them. I'm really mad I can't remember her name right now, but, yeah, I loved her. And then
I
once...
don't think you did. I don't remember her name.
What?
Who said that? What?
Bitch. And once she left, I checked out of the podcast, I'm gonna be honest with you. So.
Yeah. That's fair.
Do you have any other topics?
Have you seen the reborn baby drama on TikTok?
The reborn baby drama? No, I can't say that I have.
So what it is that this woman convinced her family that she was pregnant for 9 months. You know, she wore, like, the belly and whatnot.
Girl, what kind of Reddit am I the asshole is this?
And no, it's not even an MIS, though. It's fucked up. So what happened was that 9 months later, the husband, by the way, or the boyfriend, whatever the fuck he is, didn't go to a single appointment. And she brings home this do you know what a reborn baby doll is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the super realistic one, right?
This is a super realistic one, yeah. It's got its eyes closed and everything. It's to supposedly help people with trauma or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, she brought one of those home and she kept it bundled up in, like, all of these blankets and stuff so you couldn't, like, feel like if there was any warmth radiating off this baby or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that the baby was sick. And, like, I think maybe,
so, okay,
like,
hold on.
months,
I want to get this very clear. She
Yeah.
faked being pregnant for 9 months.
Being pregnant for 9 months.
Okay.
Faked giving birth.
Okay.
Faked bringing a baby home. She brought a baby home because she has a
Uh-huh.
boyfriend. I don't know if they lived together or not. That was really unclear through this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
The husband or what boyfriend or whatever lived together.
Uh-huh.
She, for a few months, had this reborn baby doll, and the husband didn't know anything, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Loser. And, like, about 3 months later...
Okay,
she told
before
family,
you call him a loser, the baby's fictional. It's not real. He's not a loser.
No, he thought the baby was real.
I know, but, like, she also tried to bait the fuck out of him with a fake baby. She's a piece of shit, too.
So
You can't just call him an asshole, so is she.
I'm not calling him an asshole. I'm asking how he didn't realize the baby was fake.
Okay, well, we haven't gotten there yet. She brought the baby home and he, thought it was real the whole time? How long?
No, yeah. I don't know if they lived together. That's my thing, is that for, like, a few months, she kept this lie up that this baby was real. She wouldn't let anyone see it because she said the baby was sick. A few months later, she says the baby died.
Gasp. Yeah. I mean, yeah, what
she
else are you
found
gonna
the
do?
baby
You
died.
have to at that point. You've committed.
And then people, I don't know how they
Can't
found
believe
out
she
that
should have just
the,
painted a miscarriage. If she wanted sympathy, just
that's what I'm
pretend to have a
saying.
miscarriage.
Yeah, and so
Not that you should do that,
now,
viewers. Don't.
no, don't do that.
That's not a good thing to do. I'm just saying to get out of the lie easier, that would be the answer.
Yeah, and so like she's like, guys, the baby died,
Okay.
and I don't know how they found out that the baby was fake. I don't know, like someone must have posted a photo on Facebook and been like, "Rest in peace, my little angel, like my grandbaby," and then
Or they
someone
touched it.
probably like, or they touched it.
And
Why
we're
would you
like,
touch it?
oh, this feels
Oh,
like.
this is fucking fake.
Or the fact that there was no funeral.
Yeah, so
Can't have a funeral for
they
a
were like,
non-existent child, so. What are they gonna do? Bury it in her backyard? They have to. It's like if she
now,
says the baby's dead, they have to put the body somewhere.
yeah, they gotta put the body somewhere.
So I'm assuming that's how they found out.
Yeah, now all these people up on TikTok are getting fucked up about her faking the baby.
That's interesting. I mean, okay, this sounds really weird because it sounds like this was like meant to be a gotcha for like her family. I mean, okay, first and foremost, she is very mentally ill and needs to be like checked in on and like needs to be like highly medicated for whatever is going on there. And I say that as someone who is, by the way, medicated, so I'm not being fucking whatever the fuck, ignorant
Not
or whatever.
being like ignorant, yeah,
Yeah,
you
no.
yourself.
I am advocating for medicine for someone who is so mentally unstable. They think faking a pregnancy for 9 months, pretending to give birth to a baby, and then buying a lifelike baby to fake the baby still being alive and fake having a fucking baby. Yeah, that is mental illness. That is when you look up mental illness in the fucking dictionary, that bitch is there. She's the fucking example, the written example. So, but it's like she clearly did this as like maybe some weird gotcha or sympathy points, but like
She had to have done it for sympathy points.
admittedly, like if you're doing it to get your boyfriend or something on your team, like you're dating an asshole, so you should probably just like not be dating him. I
don't
also
even know
will
how
say
he
though,
did it.
kind of fucking cunt as hell for him to not give a fuck about the fake baby. Kind of like really smart of him. Good for him.
I'm sure he was like upset that he found out the baby that he thought he had was fake.
Well, couldn't have been that upset if he didn't fucking show up to anything.
Well, no, because apparently she wouldn't tell him when the appointments
Oh,
were.
she
or anything.
lied the whole
Yes.
time about
whole
like when
time
the
she was
appointments
lying,
were.
Yes. She was like totally lying her ass off.
Oh, I
about
was saying
these
he was just
appointments.
purposely not showing up. Like he was like, nah.
No, he was just not showing up. Like she
my
was, she
God.
was like, oh, like you can't come with me to this appointment and whatnot.
Oh my God, that's insane. Yeah, okay. In that case, just fucking check her into a mental hospital. Put her in a padded room.
Right?
Jesus
Put her in a padded
Christ.
room.
Yeah, that's a danger to society. She's gonna hurt somebody. I am confident of that. She will hurt somebody. Ow, fuck. Anyways, yeah, I just hit my hand when I tried to lock my chair.
Oh yeah.
So in good news, which
Yeah.
kind of has to do with Twitchcon again, so I probably should have brought it up then. But Alveus, the animal sanctuary that I talk about all the time, ran by Maya Higa, my favorite streamer, raised over $1 million for their new program, which will be I don't know if it's catch and release, but it is breeding extinct species, or not extinct, but endangered species at Alveus. So
yeah.
their first ambassador for that will be, I want to say it's gray and red wolves, I want to say. Wolf breeding program, where they will be breeding wolves to put back into the wild and to improve their populations, which is just really cool and proves that like the internet can do really awesome things. And congratulations, Maya and Alveus. They work really hard, so cool for them. My next one is really funny news. So one of the most high security places ever got robbed recently, the Louvre.
The Louvre.
And I wanted to talk about it because I find that insanely funny.
How the Louvre getting robbed is in. Say, where were Ladybug and Cat Noir? Where were
Girl,
they?
where was Joker at? Where was
Girl,
Joker and the little
Joker
cat?
is in Japan.
And he's
Joker
still
is
a
a thief too. He's the one stealing.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying,
yeah.
saying, where was his whereabouts the night of? That's my
Oh.
question.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, we don't know.
Exactly.
He doesn't have no alibi.
Mm-hmm. So I'm asking. I'm asking the questions that need to be asked.
I have no idea where Joker
Where was the little
that night.
cat?
I will not.
Where was the
alibi.
cat?
Where was the cat?
Where was the cat?
Where was the cat?
We don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
I find it
I
funny.
can't believe,
I said it to my brother.
like,
I said,
in 7 minutes.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't care if they get caught. They deserve to keep that. It's theirs
In
now.
7
It's
minutes.
theirs
In
now.
7 minutes.
I stand by that.
Stealing everything within 7 minutes.
It's theirs now.
That's theirs now.
It simply belongs to them. Frankly, I think they're gonna do a better job at keeping it safe than the Louvre will. They fucking proved that. They fucking proved they can fucking steal it from the Louvre. So I think they'll keep them just fine. And also, who fucking cares? It's a bunch of fucking jewelry. Who fucking cares? Fuck that.
Some people want to preserve history, you know, like.
They're gonna preserve it. It'll be preserved. You just can't see it in a fucking museum.
It's not preserved. They broke the crown jewels in a ditch.
What?
Yes, they found some of the crown jewels broken up in a ditch, crushed up in a ditch.
Yeah, well, that's dessert. It's a bunch of fucking old dead monarchs. Who fucking cares?
Napoleon. I don't think it was any monarchs. I think it was just Napoleon's collection that they took.
Oh, a famous genocidal maniac. And we're sad that his jewels got taken? Let's be fucking for real, kids. God. Yeah, the things we choose to preserve are insane. Yeah, let's keep Napoleon's jewels in fucking tact. Let's get upset about that. Because that's important.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't care. They deserve to keep it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my top. Do you have any other topics before I run through all mine?
No. Go
Okay.
through. Run through. Speed
quickly,
run.
Okay, speed run. Conan Gray World Tour. Me and Brooke are going to it.
Do we have tickets?
No. Me and Brooke. Okay, viewers. Can we go podcast episode? We'll talk about Conan Gray. No, I wanted to keep it on theme. And we have really bad news for you all. You will not see us on the World Tour, unfortunately.
You will not see us at the World Tour.
At least unlikely, unless me and Brooke decide to buy tickets last second and drive up to Toronto. Because I'm real with you, there's a possibility that one day I get drunk enough and I'm like, how much are tickets right now? And then we say. Because he's not going to sell out. If he sells out, no problems. It's answered for us. If he doesn't sell out, there's always a chance of me texting Brooke and being like, hey, what are ticket prices right now?
Let's see if he sold out the pre-sale. Quick, let's go.
So I'm not going to promise you we won't go to Conan Gray World Tour, but I'm also going to say we're aiming to not to, because we don't think if the set list changed, there's a higher possibility. We don't think the set list will change, which means me and Brooke would be going to the concert solely to hear The Exit by Conan Gray live, which we only have a 1 in 12 chance.
Yeah, 12 chance.
12 chance of him saying, and then still there's a 50-50 chance it gets chosen. So not that good. According to my Genshin Impact fucking logs, we lose that 50-50 every time. So that's that update. Trisha Paytas is on Broadway for Beetlejuice in November.
Yes.
Fun. I will say, okay, as you know, viewers and Brooke, I do enjoy Trisha Paytas. And I'm going to use the term enjoy, because I do not love Trisha Paytas. I do not consider myself a fan of Trisha Paytas, because Trisha Paytas, if you all remember, is a pretty bad person. She's done some pretty horrendous things online. And I think what's really interesting to me, because I enjoy Trisha Paytas in the sense that her whole discography of history on the internet is fucking hilarious to look at. In the same way that Jeffree Star is hilarious to look at. Shane Dawson is hilarious to look at. James Charles is hilarious to look at. But what is important that we remember about these people? They're all insane individuals that should probably be locked up. Right? Right. And my biggest thing with Trisha Paytas, and this, is that she has somehow magically managed to completely skate under everything. And no one knows anything about her problematic past ever, somehow. But all of her associates have, fallen to the blade. Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, all these people that Trisha Paytas has associated with, by the way, which we forget about. And somehow Trisha Paytas is just getting away with these things.
Yeah. Because some people tell.
Okay, we're back. I had to fucking handle a dog, and now it's dead. I'm gonna stuff it.
Don't be mean
I'm gonna
to
stuff it. It
Coda.
needs to be a Halloween decoration for the
It's
party.
my baby.
I'm gonna dress
That
him up
is
as a
my
pumpkin.
baby.
His dead little corpse. I'm gonna hang him from the ceiling.
That is literally my baby. Do not be mean.
You don't even fuck with Coda. You talk shit on Coda all the time.
And that's still my baby.
Anyways, yeah, I don't understand how Trisha Paytas has gotten away with it. She can't keep getting away with it. And now she's on Broadway.
Done because they're just like some people are really happy for her nowadays. You know, like they just tend to forget, right? Because
I don't know. I just can't believe like out of all of her controversy, she managed to make it onto Broadway twice now. This is twice.
Oh yeah, she's managed to make it out. Yeah, she's
like I just can't believe it.
She's like the master of like dodging.
It's like Gal Gadot. It's like Gal Gadot just keeps getting hired for some reason. And,
I mean, for some reason, she represents the beliefs of the industry. So she's
yeah, it's crazy. I'll skip over that topic. That's not important. It was just there for throwaway. Okay, my next one is these are my little quick Halloween topics.
Okay.
What's your fave Halloween horror game? Do you have any? Do you play any horror games?
Game?
Yeah, video game. We're gamers.
Let me see. Let me pull up my Steam. See if I have
she just says Hades.
Hades, yeah. Sally Face is a good horror game.
That's a game?
Sally Face, yeah.
Huh. What's the one that I really like called? I really liked it, but I can't remember right now. I really like the Silent Hill games. I've never played them, but I've watched all of them.
They are pretty good. Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy. You're not gonna say Five Nights at Freddy?
I do like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Outlast. I loved Outlast 1 and 2. I haven't played the fucking Outlast Trials because apparently it's really bad. So, but I really liked the original Outlast games. They were really good.
Yeah.
So Five Nights at Freddy's is yours, and what was the other one? Sally Face, you said?
Sally Face, yeah.
Mm. Do you have a favorite horror movie or Halloween movie? I guess because you don't like horror.
I really liked The Black Phone, and I'm waiting for The Black Phone 2 to go on to illegal streaming services so I can watch it.
I'm doing the same thing. Actually, I want to watch The Black Phone 1. I haven't watched Black Phone 1 yet.
It's really good. You should watch it.
Is it? I hear mixed things. So.
Yeah. No, I really liked it.
What's it called? My favorite is obviously Hereditary, or Us.
I also really liked this really niche movie. It's called The Summer of '84.
Okay, I've heard of that actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like it starts off as like a teen like 80s like movie, and then murder.
Murder.
Your neighbor's a serial killer. Your neighbor's a serial killer.
Do you know what ironically was a really fun watch, but like wasn't that serious of a horror movie, but was a fun watch? I think it's Mom.
Oh, what's the thing she says? Hey, it's Ma. Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah, that was a fun watch. Like that was an unironically like fun watch to watch. And then finally, do you have a favorite costume that you had throughout the years?
That I've had throughout the years?
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. Me and my friend, this was when we were really young. We dressed up together. I was Madeline Hatter and she was Raven Queen from Ever After High.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My favorite was was it last year? I think it was last year. My last year costume as Lady Death.
Oh, that's a good one.
I really liked that one. Especially because I made it all myself. So I was really happy with it. So that's our Halloween subject, so you guys can't say that we didn't talk about Halloween stuff. Anyways, on to our music!
Are we not forgetting our new weekly subject?
How so?
Which we need to talk about Evangelion.
Oh, okay, well that's not technically our weekly subject. Okay, never mind, not on the music. Our weekly subject was supposed to be The Great Pretender, but both of us didn't watch it, so I was just
both of us didn't watch it, so now we're gonna talk about Evangelion.
Yeah, let's talk about. Did you ever finish that movie? Was I right?
I did finish it. You were not right.
Okay, it's something similar to what I said though.
Yes, it is similar. Like, okay, so what he does is he does tell them like, oh, instead of letting my father get this wish.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use this wish to create a world without Avas. Like Avas and like this and angels will not exist.
Uh-huh.
And like they're like, Shinji, no, we'll stay with you. And he's like, no, don't come with me. Like Mary's here, whatever her
Uh-huh.
name is,
Uh-huh.
Mari. And he like convinces them to go, and then eventually he washes, like he doesn't wash up on a beach. He's just on a beach with blue water, which is very cute to me because in the first movie he's like, I've never seen like blue water. I didn't know it was blue. And Kaji's
Ah.
like, well, yeah, this is how it looked like before the second impact. So he's
Mm.
sitting there on a blue sea, and then she comes up
Who is
and
she for
she's
the
like,
viewers?
she is Mari, I think her name is.
She is the pink-suited Ava
The
girl,
pink
right?
suited Ava girl, yes.
Yep.
Mari Illustrious Makanami.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Um, so she shows her Ava like crashes up through the water, like stands up, and she's like, "Ah, made it here just in time." And she hops out and she goes and she meets Shinji on the beach, and they sit
Uh-huh.
together. And then it cuts to adult Shinji sitting in a train station with the DDSS color or whatever on him
Mm-hmm.
still. And then she comes up behind him, covers her eyes like she does earlier in the movie, and she goes, "Guess who?" And he goes, "Girl with glasses and big boobs," and she goes, "Yeah, it's me." And they're both adults, and then everyone on the other side of the train
Ew.
station that they're at are also adults. It's
Okay.
anime and then they're all sitting there, and that's how the movie ends with us like panning out from the station and seeing a world that looks just like our own because we don't have Avas in our world.
Uh-huh. So I was kind of right then.
So she's not made for him.
I swear to God,
The thing.
there is a spinoff of some sort that literally makes it so she is made for him. I swear to fucking God.
In other media, let's see.
I swear to God. Like there was. Maybe it was in
I'm on
maybe
her.
okay.
I'm on her wiki right now.
Maybe it was like an interview the original writer said where like he said like
Because
I
it's
wrote her for her or something like that. Like maybe that's what it was.
yeah, he
Something like
might
that.
have made her for because at the end they are together. In the end, like they take
Yeah.
like Shinji takes her hand and they run off together like
Yeah.
they're kids again.
Yeah.
But they're like together as adults and like they don't interact with anyone else at the train station because they're on the other side and like they want
Mhm.
them to live their lives. Because like obviously the other people don't know about the life that they just lived, and it's only
Yeah.
Mari, and Shinji that remember.
Which, if you don't know what we're talking about the end of Evangelion. That's probably really confusing if you haven't seen it.
End of
Evangelion is really
Evangelion
fucking confusing.
3+1.
I'm gonna be real with you.
The rebuilds.
If you are someone who has heard about Evangelion, which I'm sure you have, everyone has, and you're like, maybe I should watch it, maybe I shouldn't. I'll be honest with you, I just fucking wouldn't. It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I will say my issue with Evangelion, and this can be a hot take, Evangelion is a smart thing for stupid people.
Yeah.
It is something that makes people who don't actually conceive things on like a more meaningful and greater level feel as though they have conceived something great because it is all written on the wall and claims to be this grander and greater thing. I do not think it's grander and greater. I think it is very just on the nose, very unnecessary, and very over lambastic, if you will, if that's even the term to use.
Yeah, it was more like I liked it because it was just something that I could turn on because like I had to sit downstairs with the dog for a few days. So it was just something that I could turn on and just like
No, I was
watch,
wrong. It's not
I guess.
lambastic. Sorry, kids. It's
Sorry,
over
kids,
dramatic, I guess.
don't go to
It's
Riley
not over
for
dramatic either,
English
but just over. I can't remember what the word is, but over something.
overcomplicated, maybe.
No, because it's not. Because it's simply not.
No, it's
It's only overcomplicated because they want you to think it's complex, but it's actually like really
yeah.
fucking simple at its core. But they want you to think it's this really
don't know
complex thing.
I don't know what word you're looking for then. Sorry.
I don't know it either, unfortunately.
I liked the rebuild movies. I didn't
I
like the voice
did enjoy
actors.
it. Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it, but I don't think it's. I think the biggest thing too is like going into it. It will never meet the expectations of the hype. Is like the also thing.
No.
I'm sure it was phenomenal for its time, groundbreaking even for its time. But watching it in the big 2025, it is doing nothing new. It is doing nothing fantastic.
I'm sure it
And
was doing something new back in the day.
100%, but you go into it and everyone has said Evangelion is the best thing that anime has ever created. And it's like this and that, and it's phenomenal, and you'll never watch something like it. I've watched 1,000 things like it. I've watched 1,000,000 things like it. Every third thing I've watched is like it. And I'm sure that is because it set a standard and now things meet that standard that is expected of those things. But it is not a great watch in 2025. Which is fair. Most media will fall off throughout the time and throughout the decades. That is expected. But, like, I don't know. I guess another thing, too, is that, like, the way I think of it, I think of it in the way that I think of, like, a Studio Ghibli movie. Evangelion was put on the pedestal of, like, I think Studio Ghibli is put on. My biggest difference, Studio Ghibli movies, still to this day, age like fine wine, and are still monumental. And are still phenomenal in animation, in storytelling, in, like, design. Everything about a Studio Ghibli movie is phenomenal. Sound design, visual design, storytelling, lore, plot, animation. Everything about a Studio Ghibli movie is fucking phenomenal to me. Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, fucking Princess Nausicaa. So many of them are so good. And, like, especially, like, the older they get, the better they are, in my opinion. Which is what Evangelion was, like, painted to me to be by, like, the general anime ethos. Being like, it's the best thing ever. You'll never, ever get past it. Girl, I woke up the next day and the clouds were still in the sky and the sun was still shining. I did not give a fuck. It was a Monster of the Week anime, and y'all painted it as this fucking, like,
I think
insane
maybe
concept.
the last few episodes are what got it its reputation as an insane concept, if that makes sense. Like the 2 last episodes where it's like cutting back and forth between the hearts of
Yeah, but it still wasn't
characters.
good. Like, or it still wasn't fantastic, I should say. It was just alright. You gave us an answer to something that we've been looking for I've wasted now 36 hours probably of my life watching.
Oh my god, blinded. Yeah, well, it was probably good for the time, like the concept and whatnot, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is right. Still trying to figure out who she is, if that makes sense.
And my biggest issue too is they, like, character assassinated every fucking character as well. They made every character that was good bad just to strictly be like, we're all bad. Or we all make mistakes, when it's like, okay, that makes no sense.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. Like, my biggest issue, was, like, the doctor girl, who was one of my favorite characters, falling in love with her mom's abuser. That's a weird storyline. That's a strange storyline. Not only is it strange, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up. Whoever came up with that in the writing room, I want you fucking brought in the town square and tomatoes thrown at you. That is weird. That is weird and fucked up. Turning Misato into, like, a weird predator as well, after making her, like, the maternal figure for the entire thing. I don't know what kind of fucking Sigmund Freud-ass shit you're reading, but you need to fucking grow up. Like, no. I just did not like any female character's treatment in that at all. Rei being, like, a weird reincarnation of the guy's wife, and then, like, basically being, like, his sex puppet. Like, ew. And then Shinji being weirdly in love with his own mother's spirit. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. All of it was, like, supposed to be this, like, weird transcendent idea when it's like, it was either pedophilia or incest. Like,
yeah.
Those were the two options of romance in Evangelion. In a show that, by the way, did not need romance. The only kind of important romantic subplot which actually brought relevance to the main plot was Kaji and Misato. Other than that, the romances had literally nothing to do narratively. Like, at all. I guess, okay, I stand corrected, actually. What's his name? Fucking Shinji's dad and his wife, I guess, is an important romance, but they're already married, so I don't really consider that, like, a romance that's, like, needing to be explored. But yeah, that's an important romance because it creates Rey. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I think most of romance was just stupid and dumb and like a weird Sigmund Freud ass belief of like you can be a pedophile or you can be into incest. Those are the only options in life.
Okay, so the fandom has two widely believed theories about Mari, and
Okay.
there's one where she was in Ava experiments when Gendo and his wife Yui were first building them, and she got the curse of the Ava at that time. So she stayed 14 the entire time throughout the series.
What is the curse? Is the curse of the Ava
Or
you just don't grow up? Is that the curse of the Ava?
yeah, the curse of the
Okay.
Ava is just you stay 14
Okay.
forever. I don't know if you like if you're gonna die at like the same time like a normal human would, like 80 or so.
Or if you're immortal.
Or if you're just immortal now, because it's never explored that much except for
Yeah.
in these movies where
Yeah.
the curse of the Ava is a thing. And then the second theory is that she's a clone, hence the Nami last name, because Rei Ayanami, and then in the rebuild movies with Asuka are both clone series that pilot the Avas. So her
Okay.
having the Nami last name would make her a clone as well, perhaps, is
Okay.
another theory of the people, but it's not explained.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I guess if you're looking for something to watch and you're into anime, I would
And
say
you
go
like
for it.
want to work your brain just a little bit. Just a little bit.
If you want a slight migraine, I wouldn't say it works your brain. If you want a slight migraine,
Watching it. Did I get a headache watching it, or was that just because of the way I was sitting?
no, I think it gave you a migraine. It
Who
hurts
knows?
your head.
I did
And
get some
before
stickers,
the
though.
fucking Evangelion fans come in the comments and are like, it's because you don't get it. No, I watched many videos after the fact. I get it. I got it.
You know
it's
what?
simply
No,
not
I got
that
something
deep.
to say about the Evangelion fans. Write better fanfic. Write better
Ooh,
fanfic.
she clocked you bitches.
I hop on Bot AO3 and I filter what I want out, and the stuff I filter out is the incestuous and pedophilic stuff.
Which is all of it. Which is all of it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
I'm
all of
left
it.
with 18
That's the thing.
pages of
I was gonna say
garbage.
that's the reason, because they're all writing incest pedophilic fanfic. You have to get into
And
it.
those are probably the good ones too, but I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
read
they
those.
100% are the good ones. Of course they are. Those are the only romances they actually fucking explored.
Like I want to sit down. I get better Persona fics, which you'd think I wouldn't.
I'm not that shocked actually.
But
I feel like Persona has such a like dedicated like lore fandom. Lore specific.
Concept. Yeah.
Yeah, like lore specific fandom. It's like a what's it called? The Elden Ring fan base, right? Like anyone who likes Elden Ring is like so invested in the lore. It's not like a casual game for the fan base. It's very serious. So I'm not shocked that Persona has a lot of good writers in it, because like the Persona fan base is like dedicated to the lore. So that makes sense to me.
Dedicated. Like get more dedicated to the lore, Evangelion fans. I want to be reading the Bible.
The devil from the Bible. Oh fuck, we're at an hour and 22 minutes. Fuck me.
Let's talk about our music then.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This is gonna be a long segment too, because I have September's wrap up.
Oh.
Because I forgot it last week, because it was so long last week. I was like, I'm not gonna add it now, so I didn't do it last week. So my September wrap up. So actually, while I pull it up, do you want to talk about yours of the week?
The music of the week. Have I listened to anything new lately? Reminder, go pre-save Paige Ashley music. Feel Good comes out on the 28th.
Paige Ashley music. Go do it on all platforms.
On all platforms. I've been listening to My World a lot. Conan Gray, obviously.
Okay, fine. That's changed. Oh, you didn't listen to My World very often.
I've been listening to Tangerine and Domestic Bliss by Glass Animals a lot lately. I'm starting to get into their Dreamland album again. Just bought their CD. Don't act like that.
I don't think I want to go to the movies with you if we have to listen to Glass Animals on the way. Not if we have to listen to Glass Animals on the way again. Not if that happens again.
I will make a specific playlist for you that has no Glass Animals in it.
Thank you. Then I'll do it.
I'll just name it Riley.
Good.
Ooh, I'm watching this video later.
Bitch. Okay. Is that all your music?
Right. Yeah, I haven't really listened to anything new lately.
Okay, I got 3 categories for you. I want you to take guesses.
Okay.
I got top artist, I got
Conan
top
Gray.
song, and then I got top album.
Wishbone. Top song. Ooh. Top song might be. Actually, no. When did Doja Cat's album come out?
Doja Cat's album did in fact come out in September. I don't remember the day, but
Okay.
it was, I think, mid-September.
Ooh. So Doja Cat and Conan are fighting for number 1, is what I'm hearing.
I'm not gonna say anything yet.
And
I
then
want to hear what you
Wishbone
think.
and Doja Cat are fighting for whatever Doja Cat's new album is called is fighting
Vi.
for number 1 album. Vi? Okay.
Mhm.
Like Arcane.
VIE. It might be V actually,
Oh.
because it's French. I don't know.
No. Yeah, but no, I don't know. Top song. Couldn't still be actor, could it? Aren't you out of that rut now?
I can't tell you. You have to lock in guesses here.
I don't want to lock in guesses because Doja Cat's album came out. Are you listening to more Conan than Doja?
That's the question.
That's the question of the day, viewers.
Yeah, that is. Are you locking in Conan Gray as top artist? We'll do that one first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll give you
viewers,
this.
if you're
You're
playing
right.
this
My
with
top
me,
artist. I'll tell you this for your hint.
is Conan
My
Gray.
top artist is Conan Gray.
Okay, viewers, if you want to play
With
this at home along with me, write down in the
9,358
comments.
minutes.
Damn. Okay, so everything's Conan Gray at the top. Viewers, if you want to play along with me in the comments, type in your
what
guesses.
song? I will tell you this because you wouldn't be able to name a Doja Cat song. It is a Conan Gray song.
Is it actor? Are you still in the build? Are you still in the restaurant?
That's, you gotta lock it in, sis. Locking in, I guess.
Okay, actor.
It is actor.
Okay, and then the
With
top album is obviously
409 plays.
Okay, your top album is Wishbone then.
My top album is Doja Cat Vi.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry.
How do you have?
I
do you have that many hours with Conan Gray?
I do not know. Because you know what? Probably because I listened to songs from other albums. Because I listened to like The Exit a lot in September.
Oh yes. Oh, because September's our time. Yes.
Honestly, it more so just had to do with I was really in the Exit move. Okay, so my top artist, number 1, Conan Gray. Number 2, Malcolm Todd. Number 3, Doja Cat.
Oh,
number 4,
Doja? Oh.
Gigi Perez. And then number 5, Billie Eilish. Not a surprise.
She can't leave.
She'll never leave. For songs, number 1 was Actor. Number 2 was Connell by Conan Gray. Number 3 was Roommates by Malcolm Todd. Number 4 was Care by Conan Gray. And then number 5 was Vodka Cranberry by Conan Gray. Top album was Doja Cat Vi, Wishbone, Conan Gray, the Demon Slayer movie soundtrack, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, and then Malcolm Todd.
Okay.
Self-titled album. There you go. So that's my music of the month. My music of the week this week is gonna be Tom Odell with the song "When I Close My Eyes," which, viewers, if you remember, back, this is the song that he was teasing for the longest time and wouldn't fucking release.
Yes.
It came out and it's in the top. Who could have seen that coming? I think it came out last week. I think I just forgot to talk about it.
That's good.
Then Conan Gray this week. I got Care, I got Actor, and I got Never Ending Song as my tops.
Oh, okay.
Then finally, 'tis the season. I have been listening to The Ballad of the Witch's Road. All versions on music. I just swap between the 3. I listen to the rock and roll version, I listen to the Agatha only version, and then I listen to the full cast version. If you don't know Agatha All Along, y'all should go watch it. Brooke loved it. It's her favorite live action series she's ever watched.
It all in one day on New Year's Eve. I
Yes,
was honestly surprised we even managed to get through the whole thing before the ball dropped.
You know what? I'll say this. This is why I love me and Kayla's friendship, because I love that I outed you for not seeing it. And Kayla's response wasn't, oh, that sucks. Kayla's response was, so let's go turn it on. And then we proceeded to all of New Year's Day and New Year's night, watch Agatha All Along, and it ended at like 11:40. Like, it was like perfect timing.
Like, we only had like 20 minutes.
Yeah. We had like just
Grace
barely
walk in the middle of it, and she was like,
she walked in on like episode 2.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It was like episode 2. And it was so funny. We're like, are you okay? And Grace was like, I'm okay with this. And she laid down on the air mattress, like snuggled up with a blanket, and she locked the fuck in. She locked the fuck in for that. She was
And we
ready.
just gotta do it all again this year.
Yeah, we need to find a
2026,
series.
here we come.
What's another 8-episode series?
Oh god, I don't know. We go back in time and we watch WandaVision.
Or we watch Vision Quest, the one that comes after.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that one comes after. I only know because I want to know what Joe Locke and Agatha do now.
Oh my god, Joe Locke. There was a guy in the drive-thru that looked like him.
You told me that the other day.
He looked
Was it?
like a
Oh,
straight
because
up-
we said the ghost of Christmas past, but gay, and
Yeah,
we said it was,
but
or the three
There's Joe
ghosts of like
Locke.
past, present, and future. Who did we name? It was Joe Locke.
Oh,
Who
God,
the fuck
did
else did
name?
we say?
I have no idea. I just remember laughing way too hard about Joe Locke.
Yeah, because I think we said like two like really like I think we said Lady Gaga, Joe Locke, and then
Oh,
like
yes,
someone
Joe
else.
Locke.
Like a really, really big gay icon, and then we said Joe Locke. I don't remember who. So funny.
Probably RuPaul, right?
No, it wasn't RuPaul. It wasn't RuPaul. I would have
Wow,
remembered
how the
RuPaul.
fuck did we
It might have
not
been
name
like Trixie.
RuPaul?
It might have been Trixie.
Might have been Trixie or Katya.
Yeah. But we're at an hour and 30 minutes, so we're gonna have to call it. So,
Yeah.
I have been an
Goodbye,
Bazaar, your
viewers.
Crashout Queen, and/or Sugurugeto, and/or Kenjaku. This is my co-host Baruch, and/or Howl, and we have been your
Sophie.
Crash Out Queens. Goodbye.
Bye.